Did you know that milk is about 87% water? And do you know what happens when you remove that water? You get milk powder. Milk powder is most often used as an ingredient for making chocolate, cheese, and baby formula, among lots of other products. Let's take a look at how you turn liquid milk into powdered milk. First, the milk goes through a number of basic steps for quality control, to achieve the right fat content, to get an even fat distribution, and for safety. Then it's time to start removing the water. This process takes place in a huge facility and involves 3 phases: filtration, evaporation, and drying. In the first step, filtration, milk is pumped through a number of special membranes, which are thin sheets. Tiny pores in these membranes only allow water to pass through, and at this stage, about 60% of the milk's water content escapes. In the second phase, evaporation, steam is used to evaporate away a further 25% of the water in the milk. The steam doesn't come into direct contact with the milk. The two are kept apart by a thin sheet of steel so that water is not added back in. By doing this in a vacuum, we lower the boiling point of the milk, which means it is treated gently and its nutritional value is preserved. The final step is spray drying, for which we need a tall tower called a drying chamber. This can be up to 30 meters high. The milk, which is now concentrated after the first 2 steps, is fed via a high-pressure pump into the top of the drying chamber. From there, it is sprayed down as very fine droplets. Hot air is blown down through the top of the chamber at the same time as the milk, and this removes nearly all the remaining water. It leaves us with a fine powder with a water content of about 3%. This low water content limits bacterial activity and is why milk powder can be stored for such a long time. This powder, which still contains nearly all of the original milk's nutrients, is then filled into either 25 kilogram or 1 ton bags. So that's it, from liquid milk to milk powder in 3 basic steps. And if you want to turn it back, just add water.